Okay, we are out here in Montana. This is real close to Big Sky. This is after, but I'm going to just kind of give you a little intro to where I take over riding out of here 5.5 hours ago. First time out here doing this stuff. Some fun riding. I'm going to do a separate video with Ricky and Spencer giving you some input and talking about it, but check it out right here. It's going to be pretty cool.
He's looking at you.
Okay, bye-bye, buddy. Okay, here we go. Alright, so riding mountain trails is pretty good. A lot of places are really rocky, so I get guys who, I don't like rock. Well, any mountain stuff's gonna have lots of rock. No way around it. Here's trail one. Look at that, no ATVs. That's kind of cool, right? Sorry, ATV dudes. So this is kind of a harder pack, which is kind of nice. Not going to be as dusty. It'll be dusty, but not terrible. Nice creek right there. Oh, almost cold a little bit with the get back here in the shade. Got somebody up here walking with some dogs. Got to be nice to the regular city folk. Hi there, guys. No, there's a few more, but they're a little bit behind. Nice little swimming hole right there. Yeah, nice walk for people right along this creek. Of course, since we're sharing the trail, I don't know which one we got here. I think we're on the right one here. I think those are hiking trails. So I'm going to stay on what I think is right. Nice little creek right there. Now we're running the 300. I got the Enduro Cross AT81 EX on the back. Gummy. Hooks up amazing. So far, so good, man. Little chattery little bumps there. Look at all this clearing they've done over the years. Pretty amazing. Oh. Sometimes I think you could crash because you're looking around too much, you know? Like I'm looking at that creek. So you want to be careful not to sightsee too much, you know? There's a trail up there. So I'm guessing this is it. Okay, we're okay. No. Okay, so that's a way to cool off in the summertime. I hit a root as I dropped in. Just talking about sightseeing too much. Okay, so that kind of wasn't awesome. Hands are wet. 4-stroke. So this is going to be, I would say Spencer most likely. Yep, that's him. He's got Ricky right behind him. Oh, Ricky almost did. Oh. Almost did as well. Oh. This is going to be cool. Oh, what line's that? So you can see we're going to have a fun group here. It's like a little precarious spot. Okay, I have dry gloves on, put my wet gloves away, and I've swallowed all my pride, if I'm going to show this on video anywhere, of crashing in 5 minutes on the trail and being soaking wet. Here we go. I got like 2 sore fingers. Got a bridge here. Pretty amazing scenery though, huh? Look, I'm gonna gap out a little bit with the dust here. Let the dust die a second. Look at this. A lot of similar stuff in Colorado. We went last summer. Looking pretty good. There's a trail down there. I don't know what the low road is. What do you always want to take the high road or the low road? Yeah, the low road looks like it's the trail. Yeah, my guys are up there. So it looks like they both work. This one missed a couple of creek crossings, I guess. Which normally I don't mind and I do pretty decent with. Ah, that's amazing. The 300s are awesome in this stuff. I've been riding a 4-stroke a little bit more, and I like it a lot in certain things. So 350, even our 450 EXC. But you get into this stuff, especially if you're not familiar with it and don't know it, you can't beat the 300 for just feeling more confident. We got a choice here. We'll take the bridge choice. I think they might have more choices for when it's more wet and early spring, late spring, early summer, whatever. Now these trails don't open till later. I think in July. I think the middle of July actually, where they wait to open these until snow's gone and they can clear. I've also been trying to ride on the balls of my feet more. Hey guys, have a good time. That's it, no more. Okay. Guy's out hiking. That looked like a grandpa with his kid. Kind of a cool thing, right? Look at that. Oh! Can't do it too long. I'll crash and die. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I think I am a fan of these trails for sure. Looks like that's Spencer way down there. Not sure if you guys can see it on the camera. So we rode in Utah a few days ago at one of our favorite spots, and the dust was next level crazy. So there was another trail to our right that looked like it was going to do the same thing. So in Utah, it was like, it's been a really hot, dry summer so far, and it was dusty as could be. It was just two of us, so we had a good time. Oh, there was a trail there. Again, there's like kind of some, I'm surprised. So many choices. Yeah, this is pretty good. And that's that other trail just joined back on right there. I was trying to cross the rut there. Bad choice. You get in these things and these ruts where the grass is growing, you think you can hop right out, but sometimes it's like a 4-inch, 5-inch rut or bigger, and so you got to watch that out. You're getting a little bit more powder right here, but still nothing like we get in California. We have a place, there's not many places in California to ride mountains in the summertime. Kendi Meadows is one of the few places we go. And it's not our favorite, but it's like, what else are you gonna do? Because it's still, I think it's 4 hours from my house to the trailhead where you park. And well, this Montana thing is a lot further than that. I mean, we are probably, I gotta figure this out because I was in Utah first and it went 6 hours, so 15. We are 15 to 16 hours from my house. Now, luckily, I can stop in Utah on the way home and cut a rest a day before driving the rest back. Oh, that's fun. Again, the 300, you just can't beat it. So those are things they put in the trail to divert the water off the trail so it doesn't erode the trail. So that's really cool. You can see all these roots are all eroding. Yeah. Oh, that's a little critter of some sort. Luckily, I missed him. We do get to see some amazing wildlife. We might go through Yellowstone on the way home. We were just in a piece of it today, driving, but whoa. Got some hidden rocks behind that grass. I get lots of people who will comment that, hey, I'm going pretty slow, but yeah, I am. And the reason for that is because I'm old and I've been hurt a bunch of times, and it sucks being hurt. And trail riding, it's really easy to catch a foot. That's where I got bad ankles and knees over the years, and catching a foot on a root or a rock or a stump, these trees like this that are cut, you smash your leg on there and do a knack going backwards, and it sucks, man. So that's something I'm always trying to watch out for. Getting dusty right here, so I'm catching the guys a little bit, so might back off a hair here. That's one thing when I'm trail riding, I'm not trying to win any trophy at all, so I'm fine just backing off, stay out of the dust. That's amazing country here. Okay, so we're gonna go. Right now, I think we're heading to a lake that one of the guys went to. I think only one of these guys has done some of this ride, and he's terrible at directions, so Spencer's actually guiding. We just study Avenza, and then there's that Onks off-road. Kind of study those. If we don't have a guide, we'll call a few people, try to get some suggestions on where to park, and then from there, study the trail map a bit. There's a line up here for some reason. I think from before they cut that log. Woohoo! Whoa! So this trail area we're riding isn't very big. We're gonna just do 2 days here, I think. So that's one of the advantages of Colorado, I would say, is that you have a lot more places you could go to and drive to. You could ride a week and go to a different place every day and still not even be close. There's guys that go for years and haven't hit everything. Ram short. I think this is where we're going. That looks like it gets really muddy right there in the, it's wet. Now that is one advantage. We got a tiny bit of dust, but we don't got any nasty mud crossings like this would be, you know, a month ago. Like right here. So it would look like that. Somebody's made this nice little freeway, just like that. It's pretty cool. Boys are all here waiting. What does everybody think? Good?
A little hot. Fantastic.
I'm not hot at all. I'll let the boys take off. See, just picking up right where I just left off. Really good so far, other than the first little fall. Rest of it's been awesome, so let's check it out. So most of these trails, I would say I'm second and third gear. Now that's second right there on the 300XC. Now it's back to third. We run a 51 rear sprocket. Stock is 50. I am glad I brought some dry gloves in my pack. Well, there's a few different ways across there. That one's gone. Look, they got a log to sabotage you. So it looks like the trail used to go right there years ago. So as far as what advice would I give to riders that are trail riding, or maybe new to trail riding, or older guys are getting more into it? One of the biggest things I come across is guys don't stand up. I'm standing up right now, if you couldn't tell. You can see my shadow. So, and standing up, and you know, it's crazy how many people just sit down. And the bike wasn't designed, when they go get their suspension done, they're not designing and setting up that suspension for a sitting down guy. Unless you're telling them, hey, I'm never getting up. No one's going to admit that to their suspension guys. So, I think one of the biggest things is standing up and riding at your own pace, feeling good. Because you can get hurt anything on a dirt bike. It can be the easiest trail, just like on the track. They go, oh, that was an easy jump. Stuff can happen anywhere. Anytime we get on a dirt bike, right? I think that's why dirt bikers aren't too concerned with the Kung Flu, because they're like, I'm risking my life every day I ride. So be smart and safe out there. Look at that view right there. See that mountain? Woohoo! Here's my problem, is going too fast. Spencer's probably going twice as fast here as me. I'm afraid of ripping my foot off. Now, everybody's still getting on me about this TPI thing. Like, well, you got a TPI bike. They're way better for 20. And now going to be 21. I'm waiting for them to get a little bit more dialed in. Because right now, they still are not better. Without a doubt, they are not better than this carbureted bike. Now, I did switch the carburetor to it. It's got a key and carb. I am going to be testing a stick metering rod setup in this bike here soon. So I'll be testing that in a while, but I'm a little bit worried because I'm like, I don't know how you're going to make it any better. It's so good. We're probably around 8,000 feet or more right now. I'll check later. And it's amazing. Man, these bridges are, like I said, it's like a freeway out here. So this is kind of like old guy dream trails. The young guys, more extreme, are watching this going, this stuff's too easy. But I don't mind too easy, because I do too hard all the time. So it's nice to get too easy trails for a little bit. We have some days. We did a day in Idaho like a month and a half ago that was. We got lost off trail, trying to follow a trail that we thought was there. And we spent about 4 hours going around 4 to 5 miles, something like that. And it was just brutal. So you make the wrong choice on. There was no going back up. That was our problem. Once we made the wrong choice, we couldn't go back up. So nice to stay on nice, pretty trails like this. So I guess I'll have to thank you, Montana, right now. Woo! Here's a little nastier section. The 300 kind of makes any section not too hard. Look at that. It's like you don't even have to be a good rider. You know, like this bike combined with the tire, and that's no auto clutch, that's just regular clutch. Like, it makes you such a good rider. Just yeah, if I was riding, a lot of guys ride motocross bikes on the trail. And I understand if you're on a limited budget and that's all you got. Because used motocross bikes are way cheap. Talked about that before, it's a good way to go. If that's all you can afford, a lot of times you can get a nice motocross bike for $3 to $4 grand. And that's a whole lot better than not riding, right? You know, if you just were to sit around save up your money for years and not ride, you're probably better off riding. So it's getting a little. Now, so the guy's riding with me. Obviously, Spencer's like 32 years. Was he like 32 years younger than me or something? And the rest of the guys, I think, are all like 16 to 18 years younger than me. They're all in their mid-30s, early to mid-30s. So I don't stress out about them being too far ahead or anything like that. I don't worry about it. Just enjoy myself. Here's our man right here. He always waits for the old man. All good?
Yeah.
Where are we?
The lake's right here to the right.
Let's go check it out. Okay, look at this view. Well, we're heading to this lake. It's a little horse thingy. We can tie up our motorcycles there. I'm like in third gear here. Let's get down to first. Okay. Look at this. That's something you don't get to see every day, or what? Woo! Amazing. Oh, nice. Looks like they might have cut over there. I don't know. Look at that. I think I'll snap a picture of that. Okay, here we go. There's our lake again. We're gonna go check out this trail right here. Looks like woohoo. Oh, looks like I got a new line over here. Oh, there's a. I'm not much of a log jumper either. I'm too old to learn new tricks. I'm sure you see Kyle's deal. You got foot plants and all that stuff, and that's because he's still younger and learning lots of cool stuff. Probably better physically. I'm not much of an athlete like that, so that's why I still keep the moto to keep my. That's kind of the thing I can keep my adrenaline going on, I guess, or feel like I am something or can do something. Doing a 40-minute moto at the track, pretty rad. Okay, what do we got here? We got some muddy crossing. Okay, here we go. Whoa. Yeah. Pop over that one. Okay. I think I lost my trail. Okay, back on the trail. Did just another few miles. Got to some cool downhill. I thought I'd throw it back on. Because why don't you film the whole ride? Well, man, when you're doing 4 or 5 hour rides, that's a lot of stuff to go through edit-wise, and I ain't got time for it, or so does Spencer. So try to film some highlights and talk a little bit. So this trail, going back to what I was talking about, is, man, just good flowy. It's technical enough for, you know, beginner, novice level trail rider guys. Better guys are gonna they're gonna do it way fast, or just want something tougher, you know, more challenging for sure. And there's plenty of places to go find that somewhere else, you know. So this is good. Good, like I said, good sightseeing. You can still get yourself in trouble, but so far it's pretty fun. Would be cool to hit this right after a rain, like just the right amount of rain in the, you know, little summer, August, September monsoon thingy would be epic if you got it at the right time. Pretty good. Nice. Yeah, that fills up with mud there when it's wet. Hey, squirrely squirrel. Come on, buddy. There you go. I had a duck there a little bit, and I'm short. Whew. Oh, that's fun. Nice stuff. Went slow there because I sat down, because I'm not as good as I should be. That's a funny thing. Like, for as long as I've been riding, I should be really good, right? But I guess there's guys that golf a long time that aren't very good. Yeah, learning dirt bikes is an interesting thing. My son-in-law has been learning a bit, and it's going to take a while, you know, like a few years to get to where you could do. Like, I don't know how long it would take him to get to where you could do this. And don't want him getting hurt, obviously. So, but it takes a long time. But he's really good at, like, he can pick up anything. He went wake surfing for the first time the other day and just picked it right up. And he can about do any of those kind of skilled sports like that pretty quick and easy. But dirt biking does take a lot of learning. So many different things going on at once, as you know, if you're riding. People don't quite understand that. You can have both feet, both hands doing things at the same time, all the time. That's what's you know, if those were wet, those could be kind of sketchy, deadly. I could see that for sure. Oh boy. It's nice that it's pretty shadowed in here. Shaded, we say, shadowed. Like, you gotta like that. What do we got here? Little rock garden. These are not my favorite. And believe it or not, that's where I like the 4-stroke will just kind of motor over those. Just chugs over. That's one place I like the 4-stroke for sure. The little planted rock gardens where they're all just planted in there like that. The 4-strokes chug chug chug. But you can't just overall. Again, I always think this thing's just the best. Okay, we got that. Looks okay. Gosh. I'm just amazed at all this terrain and that we got miles of this. I do run out of things to say because it's all the same thing. Like, this is amazing. So that's what I'm thinking for hours in the day. Until I get stuck somewhere a few times and start hyperventilating and dying, and I'm like, ah! I think we'll call it good for a minute.
Okay, so if you didn't fast forward and you had the patience to watch all of that, hopefully you enjoyed. So after we stopped filming, the first hour and a half, 2 hours were really amazing. And then it got really tough. And I was pretty good for a while. We did 53 miles, 54, somewhere in there. And we had to get on some gravel road and some asphalt for a bit to get back, a section we got out of. But overall, pretty amazing. really good stuff. Again, if you're in these mountains, it's always going to be rocky. We lost a man today, Ricky, guy with us. He fell. He's waiting. One of the trucks is going to go pick him up, and another guy at another spot. He fell. I think he dislocated his shoulder, or at least may tore some stuff in his shoulder. He's hurting pretty bad. So, and that was earlier in the video, I talked about those slots in those meadows, especially. It's these meadows, for whatever reason, the slots just wear in. You wear in 2 slots, and then the grass is really tall, and so you can't see how tall that berm is. It's anywhere from like 2 or 3 inches up to like 8 or 10 inches. They can really be huge, these little slots going down. And for one reason is because I think you want to go way faster than you should, because it looks like you can go really fast, but you really shouldn't, because you can really get in trouble quick. You rip your toes off. He got in there, rode one, and then finally couldn't ride it long enough and got pitched off. So really fun trails in this whole area, and then the beauty of the place is just amazing. So we're going to go enjoy some of the scenery around here and get another day or 3 of riding in here, and hopefully you enjoy this part of it. And I'll put some descriptions below with some links to we used Avenza, really helpful for this little area, and didn't look very big on the map, but using the main pieces we did that were legal here, that was more than enough for a full day of riding. So that was pretty awesome. I'll give a link to the Avenza and then mention those trail maps. It's the West Yellowstone trail map on Avenza, right? That's all it is. Yep. So Spence had a good time. He was on the 350 most of the time, XCF. Good bike. He seems like he's liking the 450 EXC a little bit more. So I think tomorrow we'll put him on that and see how he does on that a little bit more. So hopefully you enjoy. Check you out next time at the track or trail.